I'm really excited to be doing an unboxing video with you guys of my new piccolo. If you haven't watched my videos on my trial process finding this instrument, I think that you're going to find them very interesting, and also if you're looking for a new instrument yourself, there's a lot of information that you could learn from these videos, so I've linked both of them in the description below. If you are looking for a new instrument, whether that be piccolo, flute, alto flute, bass flute, make sure to use my code Gina at the Flute Center of New York and you will get free shipping, an extended trial, and an extended warranty, and you will also get 10% off of all sheet music. The piccolo that I ended up going with is a Burkart Elite with a Mancke head joint. You might be wondering why I'm unboxing this piccolo that I showed you in this last video. Let me explain. One thing that's very unique about the Flute Center is whatever instruments they're actually sending you would be the instruments that you would be purchasing. So what I mean by that is they're not sending you some kind of trial model that then you would get something similar to it but not the exact instrument. That's not the way it is. You are doing a trial, you try the instrument, if you like it, then what you do is you pay it online and you get to keep that instrument. In my situation, I needed a couple adjustments made on the piccolo, so that's the reason I sent it back to them, and that's why I'm doing an unboxing now for you guys. Okay, I cannot wait to open this up and see my new piccolo. Here it is, my new piccolo. So the first thing that I'm gonna show you guys is the case. When I was doing the trial, I absolutely love this. It's leather, it has a little strap right here. It is so cushioned and well made. And one thing that is really nice is this zipper. So most cases like this, the zipper stops right here. And so what happens is you open it up, you usually have to take the case out of the soft case in order to actually get your piccolo out. What's nice about this is it actually opens all the way. The zipper goes all the way to the back and you can open it all the way like this. So you don't have to take the hard case out when you're getting your piccolo out. It's also really nice. It has a polishing cloth and it has a zipper on the inside to hold any of your cleaning supplies. That's kind of funny. On my last piccolo, I used a flag and this one actually comes with one. I was already planning on ordering a new one, but it comes with one. So hey, thank you, Burkart. These are really great, especially when you are in an orchestra rehearsal or in a concert. You just screw this together. If I can get it together, there we go. So you can put this together and you can swab out your piccolo when it's put together. You don't have to take it apart, so it's really fast. You can clean it and it's very nice. It also comes with this leather case, which is really nice quality leather, and I'm going to open it up. And here it is. It's really beautiful. Let me tell you about the exact piccolo that I chose and why. The body of this piccolo is made out of grenadilla wood, and then the keys, the tenon, and the end rings are made out of sterling silver. One thing that's great about this piccolo is it comes standard with the split E mechanism, so I didn't have to add that on. Some of the options that I did decide to add to this instrument are a high G sharp facilitator as well as a vented C. Let me explain what those are. So a lot of players playing a high G sharp will add the middle finger and the ring finger to help it pop out, and it will also make it sound better. So with the high G sharp facilitator, you don't have to do that anymore, which is really convenient. The vented C is actually a small hole on the C key right here, and what this does is it creates alternate fingerings that you can do to help with tuning, and one of those that it really helps with is a high F sharp. If you're wondering what alternate fingerings that you can do with the vented C, contact the Flute Center of New York and they can send you a sheet that has all the fingerings. The head joint is by Mancke, and this is the straight style head joint in Mopane wood. They have 3 different style head joints on a bunch of different types of wood. They are wave, medium wave, and straight. So why did I choose a straight style head joint? Well, my last piccolo was a wave head joint. What a wave does is it helps angle the air into the embouchure hole. And that's really helpful, again, when you're starting out or you don't play a lot of piccolo, because the embouchure hole on the piccolo is smaller than a flute, and the added help is very nice. I've now had a lot more experience on piccolo, so I did try the wave and the medium wave, but ultimately I ended up liking this one a lot better for me and my playing style. Typically, if you buy a body of an instrument from one maker and the head joint from another maker, it's more expensive. The maker will discount the head joint if you're buying an entire new instrument from them. In this situation, Burkart has a partnership with Mancke, so they don't charge you more if you get a Mancke head joint, which was perfect for me because I preferred the Mancke head joint, but with the Burkart body. So I want to explain a little bit more about this. So think of an instrument kind of like a car. There is a base version and certain things that come standard with the base version. So in this situation, it came with the split E mechanism. Not all instruments do that, but this one does. So that was not something I had to pay extra for. So also the head joint will have a standard version that it comes with, and if you want to do something else, like let's say a riser, or on piccolos the wave is more expensive, then you just pay a little bit more to get the option that you like. The standard head joint on the Burkart Elite is discounted to $800 assuming you buy a full Burkart Elite Piccolo. Now the Mancke head joint that I got was discounted to $825. All I had to do was pay the difference, which was $25. I do want to be 100% transparent with you guys. Just because an instrument is more expensive does not mean that you are going to sound better on that instrument. For instance, when I was looking at piccolos, I did try a Burkart that had a gold tenon and rings, as well as a Mancke head joint that had a gold riser and a wave style head joint. Had I gone with those options, the total of my piccolo would have been around $9,700. Instead, I ended up choosing options that amounted to $7,175, which is significantly less. I ultimately ended up just sounding better on this one. Like I said before in other videos, everyone is ultimately going to sound different on different instruments. What works for one person may not work for another. That's why it's so important to do a trial and see what you sound best on. Okay, I think that's enough details for now about the piccolo, but I do want to play it for you. This is a really big upgrade from my last instrument, and I'm really happy with this new piccolo. I love its full sound, especially in the low register, which, as you know, on piccolo is usually very thin and cracks a lot. I mean, just in general though, this piccolo barely cracks, whereas my old piccolo would crack all the time, no matter what the register was. My new piccolo just has such a beautiful sound. Thank you again to the Flute Center in New York for making this series possible and for helping me find my new piccolo. I absolutely love it. If you have any questions about my new piccolo, leave them in the comments below and I'll make sure to get back to you. I would also love to hear what piccolo, flute, alto flute, or bass flute that you would like me to review next. Make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss my next flute review video.